Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to DevelopHer Podcast. It's Deontay Chantel. I'm here with Donahue Baker, one of my fellow real estate developers from New Jersey. How are you today?
Doing great, Deontay. Pleasure to be here with you. Excited to do, because this was a long time in the making, right? Us coming together like this. So just excited to be here and willing to drop some nuggets for those that's listening and tuning in.
Awesome. And for those who don't know Donahue Baker, he is a real estate mogul, I would say, a developer. He's also a co-founder of a fintech company called Money Avenue. So he's going to share how we can utilize Money Avenue, how he actually started his journey in real estate, and what he's doing today to help other real estate developers start their careers. So let's talk about what is Money Avenue.
Money Avenue is a fintech bank. We feel we're revolutionizing banking, right? So basically, our bank is built on the tenets of creating more entrepreneurs, more real estate developers, and we can do some special things that the banks cannot. So I'll bring you through really what the bank is based on. What the bank is about 6 levels of building generational wealth. The very first level, you come into the bank, you get an account. And I say come into, we're a digital platform. It's all digital. So when you open an account, we have a business account, we got a personal account, we get checking and savings under each umbrella. So when you bank with us, there's no minimum fees. There's no monthly maintenance charges. If you do a direct deposit, your money is available 2 days earlier than it had to bank at a traditional bank. So if you get a paycheck on Friday, your money is available for you on Wednesday. And of course, everything is FDIC insured. So, that's how we're gonna compete. But really, it's the special things that we can do for individuals. We have a budgeting app, and then we have a pathway for entrepreneurs and people that are in real estate to really build wealth and accelerate, be a true partner to you. That's really what we want to be, a true partner to you in your journey to build generational wealth.
Awesome. And can you explain a little bit further, how will you act as a partner? Especially because I get clients all the time, I'll say clients, but other developers, newbie developers who it's hard to get into the development space as, and it is also hard to get into real estate if you don't have the proper, balance sheet or reserves.
Mhm.
So how does Money Avenue allow a newbie investor to get started in this business?
Yeah, so this is the way we're built. So the 6 levels that we'll bring you through. Level 1,
Mhm.
when you open an account, you're going to get financial education, right? That's going to improve your financial literacy. And that's really available to the masses. The second level is level 2. We focus on living the rent-free lifestyle. And what we mean by that is we want to encourage your very first purchase, if you're a first-time home buyer, to be a rental property, a multifamily rental property where you live in one side and maybe rent out multiples. If you could do that, you're living better than 70% of Americans, right? So that's key step in level 2. At level 3, we ask you to bring your personal credit score to 720, lock it, and then live exclusively through your LLC or your business. If you're able to do that, number one, you'll save a lot of money on taxes. But also, what we do at the bank is we give each LLC at least $50,000 of business credit that is not connected to their personal credit profile. That's a real key, because with that $50,000, we want you to prove the concept of your business. Now, it could be real estate, it could be a real estate business, or it could be another type of business. But $50,000 should be enough to prove that the business model works. And if it works, then in level 4, we give you higher lines of business credit, all the way up to $1 million of business credit. You just need to have 2 years tax returns and a couple other criteria, but nothing major. But the idea is to get $1 million in debt, buying income producing assets, or if you have a business, using that $1 million to scale and get a higher valuation for your business. Now, at level 5, the $1 million in debt that you got into at level 4 should convert into equity. And that's what we do when we say, that's what we mean when we say we turn thousandaires into millionaires, because technically at level 5, you'll become a millionaire. But it won't feel like it because most of the wealth that you created will be tied up in equity or valuations. So the next level, the final level, level 6, is really the point at which we have a number of specialist attorneys that specialize in maybe a 1031 exchange or setting up a trust. But the whole goal of level 6 is to transfer the wealth that you built in your whole life to your children, to your family, to your state. That way, true generational wealth creation. And you can't have the generational wealth creation conversation without talking about life insurance. And we offer life insurance at the bank. So if you're between the ages of 20 and 35, for as little as $20 a month, you can get a $150,000 life insurance policy. So, it is a true wealth building platform that is going to add a lot of value to people that, sign up. You can sign up at bankmoneyab.com and basically go there and get our wait list, and you'll get some more information as well. But that's really how we differentiate ourselves.
That's amazing.
No
So
worries.
we were discussing all of the great components of the Money Ave fintech company and app, correct? And the app is out now?
Yes.
Awesome.
The app is coming out next month.
Okay.
All right. So we're going through this beta, and we're actually looking for people to really help us through our beta. We're trying to get 1,000 people. And we're going to do something really special for 1,000 people that test our beta. So go to bankmoneyab.com, sign up for the app, and you can definitely help us launch it. You're going to get a budgeting app as well as a bank account and a lot of other features that we're going to provide.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to sign up now. And I'm assuming it's going to be on App Store and Google, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll definitely go download that, support, because I love everything that you're doing and is necessary. Now, how did you get into the fintech space? Did you just come up with the idea of starting the bank and then you realized it was fintech, or was it your goal to just start a fintech company overall?
Yeah, it's always been, since I got into real estate, I've noticed that the bank is always involved or playing a major role in every single deal.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I was, as a student of wealth, I wanted to always follow kind of where the source of the money, because as the bank, you control so much of the deal itself. So I wanted to have this platform where other developers, other people interested in real estate could basically find a way to get into this game. And one of the things that we do, because we're from a real estate, because I've built up this incredible portfolio that's allowed me to retire from corporate America, I want to provide the pathway for other people as well. So one of the things that I definitely want to tell you is that we have a billionaire that's on our board, and he is the preeminent Black real estate developer in the United States of America. His name is Donahue Peoples. And, he is kind of like commandeering and helping us, advising us, and giving that pathway for other people to kind of transition from regular real estate all the way up to, $100, $200, $300 million deals. So, I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about the number of people that we are going to be able to help along the way. And with his fund, he has a fund of $500 million. We're going to be able to help, other up and coming developers through that fund as well.
That's awesome. So I actually have a call with his son today, actually.
Oh, cool. That's what's up.
I connected with him through Clubhouse.
Okay.
So we'll see where that goes. He is the the developer from our community, right? So
absolutely.
I just think it's a beautiful situation, and people have looked up to him, have studied his journey, and he has an incredible journey. His son seems like he's been around longer than he has.
Yeah, his son, look who the
well
father
educated.
is.
I know.
Look who the father is. Yeah.
I was like, I have to step up my verbiage. I need to be reading the books he's reading every day. So I've heard him speak a few times on Clubhouse. Just incredible. I'm sure you're on Clubhouse also. I'll
Yeah,
hopefully
I did.
check
It's
out.
Clubhouse is addictive. Like I got invited
I
and
know.
yeah, it's like, you go on, think you're gonna go on for 10 minutes and you're 2 hours later. Yeah.
Sometimes 4 or 5. I'm like, what? Why am I on here for 5 hours? And it's so interesting because I found out about Clubhouse. It wasn't through real estate. It was through a prayer call. So I
Uh,
was trying to be a part of a prayer call, and one of my photographers, who is a celebrity photographer, he's also a prophet. So he was just on there prophesizing. So I'm like, I want to hear what he's saying, right? And I told him to add me, and he was like, I don't have any invites. I'm like, an invite? And he was like, oh, and you don't even have an iPhone. I'm like, oh, okay. Now what's happening? So, God in some way led me to Clubhouse, and it's just been amazing on all spectrums of my life. God, real estate, brand. You have a lot of people talking about government contracting on there, getting hired by the federal government. There's a lot of stuff happening.
hmm
But back to you. What I
hmm
will say is that, how did you actually get started in the real estate industry?
Me, it was just simple. The pathway that I engineered through the bank is the same pathway that I took. Basically, living the rent-free lifestyle, and then going up. I set a goal for myself that I wanted to double the number of units that I had every single year. So that's what I focused on. The very first real estate purchase was a house hack that was a duplex. Lived in one side, rented out the other. Next year, after that, purchased a fourplex, and pretty much doubled or came close to doubling every single year to amass where I am today, where I just focused on apartment acquisitions, and that's really my lane. I'm doing really a lot of live tech, a lot of ground up development. That's really where I'm focusing right
Hmm.
now. So
Awesome. And what markets are you typically buying in? Like buying
I'm
new
in
buildings
three.
in?
Yeah, I'm in three markets, right? So I am in New Jersey, obviously, and then Atlanta, which we have a solid footprint, solid team, and also Florida as well. So
Awesome. Okay.
3 states. Yep.
And we spoke about, of course, Money Avenue
hmm
being the banking solution for our community. We also tapped into Money Avenue, helping up and coming developers or investors. You provide asset-based lending as well. And, you know, just tell people how they can even submit their deals. They just go to Money Avenue website, submit their
Yeah, so
deals.
just go to moneyavenue.com. Yeah,
Hmm.
go to moneyavenue.com. We have a list of all of our products, whether it's residential real estate or commercial real estate. We do small deals as well as $200 million deals. It's right up the spectrum. So you can go to moneyavenue.com and tap in. Lots of resources there available to you.
I just think it's a great component. I pray that it's more character-based when you're looking at these applications for people, because our community, sometimes we're just not all put together, right? But we have the opportunity, we want to start investing, we get excited. But what I do like about your company is is a gradual climb.
Yeah, the whole idea is we want to make you kind of get ready, right? So we want to show you how to structure your entity. It's an educational component. So much of what we do is education. So typically you go to a bank and it's like, whatever you put on the paper is filled out. We don't do that. We bring you through a process. We build your company up. We work with you. We're not transactional. The whole idea is to help you throughout your career, bring your company to the level where it gets the right valuation, you have the right structures in place, you have business credit, you have the right legally we got attorneys that can help you on staff when you need to do certain things throughout. So it's a transactional approach, and it's the business model is basically we spend so much time educating that the banking function is really secondary, right? It's really secondary. But it's
Mhm.
the more people that bank with us, the more resources we have to create more developers and help more entrepreneurs as they launch into the business.
And then also you're funding or backing FHA loans as well, correct? For primary
Absolutely.
residence.
Absolutely. That's one
Awesome.
of the key things that we're looking to do is create more homeowners. In particular, when we talk about the rent-free lifestyle, we really want people to make that first purchase income producing property. If you're able to do that, you live better than 70% of Americans. And hopefully you'll continue the path, right? But just to get to that level and live a rent-free lifestyle is an incredible experience. It frees up your mind. You're not so much under a pressure pipe or a pressure cooker to make rent or monthly mortgage payments. That's the way that we encourage people to live.
That's beautiful. And what advice do you have for literally a newbie emerging developer in this space?
The team is everything. It's just having the right team around you, not only to source deals. Like I just got a deal yesterday out the blue. Somebody came in, excellent development project. They didn't have the money, and they basically called us first, and we just fell into like a couple $1 million upside on this project. So it's really having the right team, having the right ability to bring deals across the finish line. That's really the key. And then once you have confidence that you can bring these deals across the finish line, it gives you a little bit of edge in the marketplace, because you can be a little more aggressive, you can take calculated. But I think that that's really the key for up and coming developers. And then also, the sources of capital, you have to be able to continue to grow, right? So one of the things that we do with our business credit is every single year where our business credit gets larger and larger. So now it's up to $3 million. So I have a $3 million line of credit, but it didn't come overnight. You had to kind of work your way through that process. But once you can do that, it's another tool. It gives you more options, and you can do more deals. Obviously, you do more deals, you get more revenue, and it's one cycle that just keeps going.
Well said. And how would you say one should start evaluating deals before they even, because, I find deals all the time. I pass on them. I have people send me deals all the time. But if someone's going to bring a deal to Money Avenue, what should they already preliminary look at before they bring it to you in that deal?
It depends what type of deal, right? So if it's a deal that's like a development deal, we definitely would need, solid business plan, pro forma, looking at the financials. Where's the opportunity? How do we make money? How do you make money? That you should know all that stuff before you come to us. That's number one. But if it's just like, you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to, there's a fourplex or something like that, all you got to do is just bring us the contract, and we can basically get your financing from there. But if it's anything that's drawn out that you have to, that needs to be baked before we won't break your plan for you. So
right.
It's the thing is that we have to, we can't boil the ocean. So you have to do some work in the process.
Definitely agreed.
Yeah.
You and we have spoken about city-owned properties and opportunities and so many other things. So far, where are you at with city-owned purchases? I always like to get an update with you because, we're in that same space, right? Like most of my business plan is working with the cities, partnering with them, rebuilding the communities. I don't care if it's we'll say a single family home, multifamily, whatever. I'm not really on the apartment building status yet. I do have an opportunity that's 250 units now. However, I'm more on the smaller scale. What's easier for me to get done through using modular technology. But how has your experience so far been with city-owned properties or vacant land?
Well, through COVID, it's kind of slowed up, really, because people aren't in the municipalities. So we had a whole bunch of stuff that was in the pipeline, but COVID kind of like slowed that up. So, and I'm not one to sit around and wait. So I'm pivoting along, and the same person I told you that they called is actually from one of the municipalities out here in New Jersey, through this awesome deal, 80 units that just fell in my lap on, the past few days. So we're going to move on that because there's a timeline. We have to kind of bring that to across the finish line by the end of the year, which is literally less than a week or so. So
Right.
we got to kind of pivot to that real quick. But yeah, so that things are still moving. It's just at a slower pace.
Yeah. I mean, what I've realized with the city, I'm still in position to get my land too.
Right.
They have a lot going on, and it is COVID. So I'm trying to be sensitive to that. And I am being sensitive. And I'm moving past New Jersey, and the world is much bigger than New Jersey, of course. So as you know, I'm in the Midwest markets, such as Cleveland, such as Kansas. Now I'm getting deals in like Memphis. Someone wants me to partner with them on a 40-acre residential subdivision, right? So I'm like,
Right.
that's a no-brainer. It's all residential. That's easy. Whatever is the
Yeah.
easiest. But I am definitely transitioning into commercial and apartment buildings because that makes a lot more sense too. Because all I need is one 250 unit building and I'm done. Like I don't have to really develop anything ever again if I didn't want to. But of course, my vision is rebuilding our communities, of course. So we definitely have to really get going on some deals together.
Like any type of funding, financing that you need, give us a shot. Give us a shot. Let us, compete. And for your business, and that's one thing that we definitely want to do. We're a growing company. The more business we get, the more people that we're going to be able to employ. Our staff is, we're at 5 people right now, but we're also the 9th fastest growing fintech in that space. So the growth has been real. Through COVID, we've gotten an additional 40,000 customers, so it's been significant. We offer life insurance. We have a super quick loan as well. So one of the products that we put out, people need money, is we can get you a super fast loan anywhere from $500 all the way to $10,000 in as little as 3 hours. So that's something that a lot of people have been taking advantage of. Even if you need, between paychecks, if you need a couple grand, you can go. Interest rates are like 2 and 3%. So it's not like predatory lending, but why would you go to a payday lender when we have that tool? Just go right to our website. In 3 hours, you can have a short-term loan. So we have a number of different products that's out there. It's really low-touch products that allow us to scale rapidly. And we're really, we're starting to grab market share. So I'm excited about February, just really our full-fledged banking coming online with our budgeting app. It's really gonna be a tremendous accomplishment for us.
That's beautiful. I love it. And, we already spoke about a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna talk about it on here. But
Let's talk.
Now, question, are you gonna start working with, and this is just something that's I've been in front of every day now. Are you gonna start allowing the government, because the federal government can actually pay you to do more in the community as well through your bank. Are you incorporating the government into your business plan at all?
We're definitely, first of all, we're constricted because we're licensed, so it's certain things we can do, certain things we cannot do. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to basically do a crawl, walk, run approach.
Okay.
So crawl would be, let's just help people improve their financial literacy through our app, through the bank, and grow it from there. But the walk and the run approach is, we're going to definitely have a light tech division, which is through the government. That's something that we have on. Now, through the light tech division, we're going to have I promise you, it's going to be an incredible product that is going to help developers that are in the low income space. We're going to have funding for you. We're going to have a process that walks you through. It's just going to be a credible financial impact on that light tech space. And our division is going to be premier. And, we have one of the preeminent light tech experts in the country that's helping us craft that business model. And I'm excited about that, but that won't kick off probably until Q2 or Q3 of next year, because it's going to be $1 billion division, $1 billion vertical within our company.
That's beautiful. I feel like I'm your mama saying I'm proud of you, but no, like I'm proud of you. I'm so happy that we are advancing into this space, because you don't really hear about, I mean, over quarantine, I learned about a lot of Black fintechs, but this is just on another level. It's organized, it's well thought out. I think it's incredible. Also, you're an author of 2 books. So let's talk about your books briefly and where people can
Okay.
find those books. So feel free to tell
Yep.
us.
So the first book is called Generational Wealth. That's the key. And basically, it is a call to action for everyone to go out and build generational wealth. And we talked about the 6 levels. The bank is really based on those 6 levels, right? It's really scaling to this point where you can take practical steps. And I talk about how I built generational wealth in my family. I have a son.
Mm-hmm.
He's 3 years old.
Aww.
His name is Legacy, right? So Legacy purchased for him, and it's my gift to him, was generational wealth. He owns a 6-unit apartment building in Newark, New Jersey, right? So through a trust, he's able to own that building, but that building is going to do 2 things for him. It's going to, number one, pay for his college fully if he chooses to go to college. No pressure in that realm for me. But number 2, it also is going to produce income for him, because by the time that he is 18, that money is going to be coming into his bank account every single month. So he's not going to be forced to take a job that he doesn't really want to have.
Right.
That is the gift of generational wealth, and we all can do it for our children. And that's one of the reasons why, where we focus on kids, and our bank is different from that. So we have these bank accounts that's called generational accounts. Now, the generational accounts are really for teenagers, because when I was 15 or 16 years old, I had no idea what banking was, or budgeting, or credit cards, or how important your credit is to build wealth, right? So with these generational accounts, we're giving 16, 15-year-olds an opportunity to have an account, have a credit card, of course with parental supervision, right? All parental supervision, but they're able to make some mistakes with parental supervision. Because when I turned 18 and I went away to college, I was flooded with credit cards every single week. I thought it was party time. I just was spending money willy-nilly, taking my friends out to, and that bill came due. I wasn't working, messed my credit up a little bit, took a couple years to rebound. I think if we give our kids the head start, when they turn 18, they can soar. We can show them how important your credit is and how you leverage it to become an entrepreneur, or even to own or house hack, right? Even to own your first home. And when you're young and 18, 19, 20, your expenses are nothing. So if your expenses are nothing and you can house hack and get $500, $1,000 a month, that is going to go a long, long way to building generational wealth. So, I think that those accounts, and starting with the younger generation, is really, really important. So just another dynamic that kind of differentiates us from the marketplace.
So, Donahue, let everyone know how they can keep in contact with you or reach out to you. Of course, you already mentioned moneyavenue.com, but where can they find you on social media?
Sure. My social media is Donahue. I'm actually on all platforms like that. So I have an Instagram channel. I have a YouTube channel. So
Yes.
always dropping gems on the YouTube channel. We're definitely we do a show called Money Ave Mondays. And what we do is we travel to a new city one Monday out of every month.
Okay.
And we interview kind of influencers in the city. We've been to Vegas already. We've been to Atlanta, been to a couple other cities. But the whole idea is, with the Money Ave movement, every single NFL city we're going to have a presence in. We're going to be doing networking events all throughout. So as we launch, we're going to be in a city near you. If you're near an NFL city, we're definitely coming to visit you. We're going to have workshops and networking events, things like that. Speakers and other influential people that are local to your community. So excited about that. Hopefully, if you're out there and you're looking to partner with someone, or if you're looking to join this movement, please sign up at bankmoneyave.com. Or if you have other services, just go to moneyapp.com and you'll definitely get some help.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on today. It was a pleasure. It was an honor to have you on. And we will definitely, hopefully, work on some deals together very soon
Absolutely.
and just continue to push our community forward. Like I said, I'm ecstatic for what's to come with Money Avenue. I might even be working with Money Avenue in the future. As
We
far
need,
as even on the consumer level, because my mission is to make sure our people have access to affordable home loans. So you may not know, but I have a nonprofit, and that is the mission of my nonprofit. So if we can bridge it together, partner in some capacity,
yeah, how do we get,
yeah, we'll
do
figure it
that,
out.
because we have the same, that's the same mission that we have. So if we can work together through your nonprofit, mutually beneficial, we're stronger together than apart. So I am
Absolutely.
totally on board if I can help in any way on that. Yeah.
Yep. Well, bye everyone.